Please follow all the students and faculty members. Please follow the instructions from the management team. Hari Om and good morning, respected dignitaries, faculty, students, and all the guests present.
परेण नागं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजदेदत्यदयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्था सन्न्यासयोगाद्यदयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले परामृताः परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे दग्रं विभावं परमेश्वभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमग्गसग्गस्त्वं तत्राभिदग्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यं यो वेदादौ स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परस्वमहेश्वरः बोलिए सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This was the Purna Kumbha ceremony for those who have joined this year only. This ceremony is a sacred tradition that signifies purity and auspicious beginnings. Our students, Sneha Gomati, Anagha Anil, and Nandana Reggie will now offer a prayer and the CVV Kulageetam, a song of praise, reverence, and togetherness, which will set the tone for this momentous occasion.
समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. विद्या संस्कृतिरक्षायै निददानं लक्ष्यं हृदये विद्या संस्कृतिरक्षायेति निददानं लक्ष्यं हृदये चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं जयति महोजो धरणितले जयति महोजो धरणितले सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठम् पूर्वपश्चिमौ भूतभवन्तौ सङ्गमयदि यत्सुरधामा पूर्वपश्चिमौ भूतभवन्तौ सङ्गमयदि यत्सुरधामा पाठनसंशोधनमुखसेव्या पाठनसंशोधनमुखसेव्या विद्यायत्र परा देवी विद्यायत्र परा देवी सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठम् भरतभुवो विद्यास्नानानाम् आनयनाय व्यवहारे भरतभुवो विद्यास्थानानाम् आनयनाय व्यवहारे अभिनवसरणौ समुदयमानम् अभिनवसरणौ समुदयमानम् अतिशयमतिशयते जगति अतिशयमतिशयते जगति सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं सुन्दरं बन्धुरं ज्ञानमन्दिरं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठं चिन्मय विश्वविद्यापीठम्.
Thank you, dear students, for this beautiful performance. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin the formal part of the program, let me take a moment to introduce the agenda for the day. This Foundation Day celebration is an opportunity for us to reflect on the journey of our university, celebrate the achievements, and look ahead to a future filled with growth, innovation, and excellence. We have esteemed dignitaries who will share their thoughts and wisdom with us today. We will also honor the achievements of our students and enjoy a cultural program that reflects the rich diversity of our nature and the cosmopolitan culture of the university. The dignitaries are now requested to please go ahead for the lamp lighting ceremony. As the lamp is lit, in the background we hear the mantra Shubham Karoti Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampadam, symbolizing the removal of ignorance and the dawn of enlightenment. Let's all join in this sacred moment. The audience may keep sitting. All the dignitaries may please proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony.
Shubham Karoti Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampada Shatru Buddhi Vinashaya Deepajyotir Namostute Deepajyotir Parabrahma
Thank you very much, sirs and madam. To formally welcome everyone on this special occasion, our Registrar and Dean Academics, Professor T. Ashokan, is there with us. Professor Ashokan handles the Dean of Academic position here in CVV. He has a PhD in Commerce and Management from DCMS University of Calicut. He has successfully guided 12 PhDs and more than 100 MBA project reports in Commerce and Management Studies since the year 2000. With 37 years of experience, he has served as a senior professor, member of Academic Council, Dean of the Faculty, Academic Director, Director of Research, Campus Director, Pro Vice Chancellor, etc. in more than a dozen universities across the nation. At CVV, he is the Registrar, Dean Academics, and Professor in the School of Contemporary Knowledge Systems. His research and teaching interests are entrepreneurship development, financial management, financial markets and securities, and sustainable business. Ladies and gentlemen, please join to welcome Professor T. Ashokan for the welcome address. During the time when Professor Ashokan welcomes all the dignitaries and everyone present here, our student representatives will offer a small flower bouquet to all the dignitaries.
Hari Om. Good morning to all. Most respected dignitary of today's function, Shri Madan Padaki, Pujya Swami Shardanji, most respected Vice Chancellor of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, Professor Ajay Kapoor, Professor Sunita Gandhi, Dean Lifelong Learning, Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, dignitaries seated among the audience, Shri Sundarji, the Trust Secretary, Suven Pharma representing dignitary, who is also among us, all my colleagues, teachers who are present here, and also the large number of online spectators of the 9th Foundations Day celebration of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. I am extending a warm welcome to each one of you. Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, established in the year 2016 with a permission from Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, as well as University Grants Commission, Government of India, we got the approval to start a deemed to be university on 16th January 2016. Now we are in the 9th year of our establishment. 9-year tenure for a university, everybody knows, is not even sufficient to cover up the childhood stage. When we look back, we got the approval to start a deemed to be university as a de-novo university, considering the great name of Puja Gurudev Chinmayananda, because the university is started in the name of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. The power of that brand you may recognize when knowing the reality that unlike any other universities started in the country, we were given permission to start and set up a university when we were having 0 students, 0 faculty members, no infrastructure of as such, but believing in the great contribution Puja Gurudev have given to the upliftment of the nation building exercise, the Government of India recognizing the great contribution made by Puja Gurudev to the nation, sanctioned a university to be established as de-novo, deemed to be university. The motive behind sanctioning such a university is that Puja Gurudev was traveling all across the world, giving his deliberations on Bhagavad Gita and inspiring people around the world, and always telling that he is engaged in the great exercise of nation building. And Puja Gurudev was very much speaking in almost all the occasions that I want to bridge the gap between the knowledge in the East and the West. So, Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth is established as a university to bridge the gap in the knowledge domain from East and the West. So, because of this particular concept, we were being given sanction for starting a university. Over the last 9-year period, we have enrolled students year after year, and as of now, we are running with a student capacity of 1,600 plus. We have 4 campuses. We have campus in Pune, we have campus in Valiyanad, we have a campus at Variam Road, and we have the major campus at this Onakkoor location. So during the 9th year of our establishment, we were able to conduct the Foundation Day celebration at this particular building. So the great potential of growth for this particular university is very visible on looking at all the data. So we are now poised to reach greater strides in the years to come. In that step forward, there are more than 38,000 plus donors, and we built up the entire university with the total funding from donors across the world. The donors are contributing money, they are participating with CVV in major research projects because of their belief in Puja Gurudev's vision, because of their belief in seeing that Puja Gurudev's vision is being implemented in the nation. So, we are on our growth path. At this juncture, when we are celebrating the 9th year of our establishment, my role at this moment is welcoming all the participants physically present here, as well as all the participants attending the program online. So, let me start with my welcome address. First of all, I welcome to this function Swamiji Sharadananji, who has been a constant inspiration. Whenever we face any issues, we seek advice from Swamiji, and Swamiji has been leading us to solve the situation, and we have reached at this great level. So, with humble pranams, I welcome Puja Swami Sharadanji. Today's keynote address is going to be delivered by Shri Madan, Padaki, founder and CEO of iBridge. Details regarding the chief guest will be announced when he is asked to make the presentation here. But what I would like to mention at this juncture is that Shri Madan Padaki is also one of the ardent believer in the Chinmaya mission principles, and that belief is making him available here, even though he is very busy person. So on behalf of all the people assembled here, and on behalf of all the participants online, I welcome you, sir, to this great function. Our university is being led by the great leadership of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Ajay Kapoor. One of the happy note I would like to tell before all the audience here is that Ajayji has been in the seat of the Vice Chancellor for the last 4 years, and he has been leading us to reach the current status of growth. And he always supports us from both front as well as back end. He always comes with different proposals for leading the university to an international level. At the same time, he was constantly inspiring all the people working behind the university. On behalf of the CVB community assembled here, on behalf of all the online participants, I welcome Professor Ajayji to this great function. I also welcome Sunita Grandhi, who has been constantly working for the upliftment of this great university. She always move along with the students, move along with the faculty members, move along with the high-level leadership team. So with her active involvement, committed support, we are reaching to better heights. And on behalf of all the participants here and online participants, I welcome Professor Sunita Grandhi also to this great function. Among the audience, we have a representative from Suven Pharma who have contributed a huge money for setting up a research laboratory in CVB. Sir, please stand up. So please give a happy welcome to Sir, who is ready to come over all the way here to bless us. And we expect contribution from industries and believers in Swami's mission. So we are quite happy that such sponsors and contributors are also joining with us on occasions like this. Among the audience, we have Sundarji. I don't want to introduce Sundarji to anybody else, but I will be failing my duty if I am not welcoming Sundarji. Sundarji, please get up. So on behalf of all the participants here, Sundarji has been supporting the CVB Trust for last so many years, and we expect his continued support in the years to come also. So I welcome on behalf of everybody, Sundarji also. We have a lot of members of the faculty, professors, associate professors, assistant professors, and we have all the supporting staff members assembled here and attending online. On behalf of CVB, I welcome each one of you to this great function of 9th year Foundation Day celebration of CVB. Remembering Puja Gurudev, I place on record my pranams to Puja Gurudev, believing that in the years to come, we will be reaching very, very, very high levels. Hari Om, thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Ashokan, for the warm welcome. Next, we are privileged to hear from the leader who guides our university with great vision and dedication. Professor Ajay Kapoor, who is the Vice Chancellor, after completing his engineering degree from IIT BHU and doctorate from Cambridge University, Professor Kapoor joined the academia. He is a world-renowned researcher and has produced over 325 research papers and reports, several books, patents, and a university spin company. His research work has won many prizes, awards, and recognition worldwide. Recently, Professor Ajay Kapoor has been rated within the top 2% of researchers in the world in his subject area. He has an international work experience of successfully handling key positions in the Swinburne University, Australia, and the Newcastle University, University of Sheffield, and Leicester University in the UK. Since the inception of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, Professor Ajay Kapoor has served on the Board of Management and in March 2019 was appointed as Vice Chancellor for CVV. In April 2021, he joined as the Vice Chancellor. Ladies and gentlemen, please join your hands to welcome Professor Kapoor.
Thank you and welcome to all of you. Professor Ashokan did a wonderful job in introducing our distinguished guests, Puja Swami ji, our faculty, and our beloved students. Now, looking back, we think it has been only 9 years, but it has been much longer than 9 years. Those who have been associated with this project will know that the foundation was laid long time back by the Satya Sankalpa of Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda ji, when he thought that we should have a university where we can create people who can create a new Bharat, a new India. So that began. A lot of work has gone into putting the paperwork together, and based on that paperwork, based on those reports, we finally got the status as deemed to be university in de-novo category. Now, it is happening right now also, last 9 years, when first sign of that little, let's say, plant came above the ground, incredible amount of work is happening, some of it visible, some of it not visible. So what we have to do today is to remember all the people who are involved and who are contributing to this great cause. So let us think of not only the people who are with you today. I am leading the university. Before me, Professor Mahadevan led the university. Gauri ji led the university. And then Professor Nagaraj led the university. I am now leading the university. There has been a lot of people whose names many people don't even know. They have been helping us. Now that is the strength of Chinmaya mission. That is the strength of a Satya Sankalpa of a sadhu, so that when that is taken, the whole world tries to help it. A lot of input is given, and then how do we use that input to create something useful is what the current team is doing. How do I do that? What has been done, what is being done, and what will be achieved is what I'll very quickly cover here. Now, before you embark on a journey, you have to decide where do you want to go. Where does the university is led? Where is it going? So I look back at that Sankalpa and see that what Swami Chinmayananda said. What did he say? He said, children are not vessels to be filled. What he meant to be filled? Filled with knowledge. Rather, lamps to be lit. And there's very, very nice descriptions of these things, and you see the lamps being lit. So you can fill the lamp with the oil, put the wick there, do everything, but unless that lighting is done, shine is not there. So all of you, Puja Swami Ji, Puja Gurudev, Swami Chinmaya Ji said that all of these lamps have to be lit so that you shine. And how do you shine? Which area do you shine? It is up to you to decide. You decide. Where do you want to shine yourself and lead the way in the world? I can think of 4 different areas. One is you study well, we teach you well, and you go get a good job. Through that job, you make the nation, you make the world, you look after yourself, you look after your family, your community, your country. Second route, some of you will like to study, complete a graduation course, go into higher education, go into PhD, do some research, or do teaching, or do whatever you want to do. That's route number 2. Both are part of academics that we have to provide to you. There is another route, third route, and that's very important today because we will have 2 colleagues here, our distinguished guests, who are helping us in that area. Startups, doing something different. You have a clever idea. That idea fulfills a need of the current society. You develop it, idea goes out, you create some kind of an organization, some kind of a business, make it very big. That is open to you. Or you have a family business, you want to learn from here, learn from us, learn from our network, go back, transform that business, run that very well, make it very big. Another route, taking leadership, thought leadership, other leaderships. You can become a musician, a politician. Even though we think not very good of them, it is needed. We need young blood. We need capable people who are pure, dedicated, centered, focused to come into politics, transform the place. You go to a place like Singapore, they run it like a corporation. I go there very often, I've seen it. And that is how, within about 40 to 50 years' time, they made it one of the top countries in the world. From nothing. You need that kind of leadership. Or you can take leadership. AI is coming. GPT is there. World is going to be transformed. You can take a leadership in that particular area. Or how should society cope with all those changes which are in front of us? So all those areas are there. You decide that this is my inherent desire, capability, my passion. Please help us transform myself, and we will do that. So that is the purpose. That is what lighting a lamp means. Now, how do we do that? You saw the lamp will need some kind of a vessel, oil, a wick, and we are doing the matchstick job. Swamiji is here to guide us on that path. So, for educational institute, what do we need? I was blessed by Bhagwan to go to some of the top universities in the world. Cambridge University, I've been to other universities, studied, taught, so I know what do they do. That is what we are trying to do here. One, extremely good faculty. So I'm very happy to say that the faculty who are teaching you are some of the best people around in this region to teach you, to transform you. Invariably, most of them have got a higher degree, many of them have got a PhD, and from good institutes. That knowledge, that way of looking and solving problems is what they're bringing into our teaching. We also need good curriculum. Good curriculum. How do we define good? So I am taking a view that we should be globally matched, globally benchmarked, learning from the world's best and informing our students. So regularly we sit down, look at the curricula that we have, look at the accrediting bodies, what they want us to do, and look at what other big universities in the world are doing. And then we bring them together so that what you are taught is also very good. Pedagogy, curricula, and faculty, those three things come together. Then we need infrastructure, where you sit down, where you study. Infrastructure also requires good quality Wi-Fi, sports facilities, canteen facilities, recreation facilities, the whole gamut of things. So we are marching on that path. It's not the end yet. There's a long way to go, and we will go there. We are supported by, as Professor Shokan said, 39,000 donors who are continuously helping us to build these facilities for you. I am very happy that within the last 18 months, we have got our Onakkoor campus delivered. Many of you are enjoying the very first fruits of that. But as it happens, when a new facility is developed, it is like breaking the new path. So you will have a little bit of hardships, but that's okay. You are creating that path for the students who will be walking behind you. So you in that way are the leaders. So that is happening. We have got wonderful facilities currently here and planned. Over the next couple of years, we will see a lot of other facilities unfold, many more new things come. Be it technology for teaching, be it hardware for teaching, be it bricks and mortar. All of that we'll be bringing here. The looking after the body, which is one of the pillars of Chinmaya Vision program, and I know that you are taught about that, so I won't dwell on that. So hopefully that will also be covered, and I'm very happy that every year many of our students are able to now represent the state in national competitions and win many prizes. I'm not going into the details of any of these things. I'm expecting and actually hoping that my colleagues later on, Professor Ashokan, Professor Sunita ji and Sundar ji, will cover all of these things in more details and give you more information on what has been achieved. So that is happening. Then you will notice a big change in the world today than it was, let's say, in my days, 30, 40, 50 years back. Stress was a lot less. Stress is much more there today. So if you want to be successful, you have to be successful in whatever you are doing, managing that, but you have to be very successful in managing yourself as well. Stress is not going to go down. It is not right for you to now say, oh, well, I will not do any job, I will not do anything, I will just sit at home. No, not the right thing. Go do what you want to do, but you manage your stress, you cope with whatever the challenges are there. How do we do that? Chinmaya Vision program is there. And then we are very, very blessed that our Swamijis are here who continuously guide us how to go about this. Now, many of you have seen at least this particular book, Self-Unfoldment. I won't go into the much detail of that, but basically what it means is that if you consider yourself, you are able to analyze yourself. As you know that, oh, well, I like eating food, but you also know that if you eat too much of it, your tummy hurts. So how do you manage your taste buds with the amount of food? Emotional needs are there. Spiritual needs are there. All those things, Swami Chinmayananda ji analyzed, and then he took into account all the information that our Bharatvarsh has provided over the last thousands of years, condensed it for us. Read this, you'll understand. I'm very glad that this is part of your curriculum. We requested Guruji, who was the founding chancellor, Swami Tejomayananda ji, and Swami Sarupananda ji, to give us some basics of what Indian knowledge system is, And you know how busy they are, but their love for the university love for yourselves, they found time and they've given us this particular book, which will be taught to you now onwards. So those two things actually give you a lot of information about how to manage yourself. So that part is also there. So in one sense, when I look back this particular year, we have achieved quite a lot. We have become, when the universities start, government gives a temporary 5-year or 10-year certificate to teach. A letter which is valid only for that time. We were very lucky, very graced that we have now become a permanent university. Biggest thing that I see. Our infrastructure. We are now teaching in this campus. Students are living in this campus. As you can notice, a lot of work is being done. That is wonderful. Then we have tripled the number of students from 500 to 1500. We have doubled the number of faculty. We have increased the number of faculty with PhDs. We have increased the number of prizes we are winning. On all those counts which I monitor, we are doing very, very, very well indeed. A lot of other things which our Dr. Rajendran is leading to make us a very, very good quality, high-ranking university. Hopefully next year I'll be able to announce about that also, but things are looking really good in that area also. So I'd like to stop now and just say to all my colleagues, especially people who have led this individual parts of the university, Professor Ashokan delivering all these things, Professor Sunita Grandhi ji, Ananta in making sure that infrastructure is delivered, canteen is there, and Dr. Rajendran and Sundar ji, all our heads, a big thank you for making it all happen. It all looks very easy when it's running well, but behind the scene, incredible amount of work takes place. That is when it looks very simple. So thank you to all of you. Thank you to our donors. Thank you to our distinguished guests who are here to take us further on this path. They are experts in their own areas and they're helping us not only with money, but in fact their time and their thoughts as well. So I'm very thankful to you in doing that. And of course, all the students. We are continuously listening to you. Many times you may feel that you come and say, oh, this is not working and we ignore it. No, we do not ignore anything. I do not ignore a single word you utter. When will it get done is the only thing. So keep on coming back to me. Keep on telling me. It is your university. If you find something is not good, tell us. We'll make it better. Tell us we can do something more to make it even better. We'll do it. Okay? So with that, let us say Hari Om and we'll stop here.
Thank you very much, Professor Kapoor, for the inspiring presidential speech. We now have a special message from our Managing Trustee, Dr. Apparao Mukamala. As the Managing Trustee of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth Trust, Dr. Apparao is responsible for driving the strategic vision and direction of the Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. He works closely with the Chancellor, Swami Swarupanandaji, the trustees, and the Vice Chancellor of CVV to ensure that every single day CVV is focused on providing world-class education built on Indian wisdom. Dr. Apparao Mukamala comes from a long, successful track record in the world of medicine, business, and philanthropy in the United States and in India. At present, he is a clinical professor of radiology at the College of Human Medicine at Michigan State University and chairman emeritus of the radiology department at Hurley Medical Center in Flint, Michigan. Professionally, Dr. Apparao is a board-certified radiologist, nuclear and pediatric radiologist. He is an institution builder by nature, being the founder of the Telugu Association of North America and the American Association of Physicians from India. Although Dr. Mukamala is unable to join us in person today, he has shared a video message with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch.
Swagatam. Suswagatam, Namaste, Hari Om, salutations. I bring to you greetings from all the trustees of Chinmaya University, CVV, Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. A warm welcome to all of you as we celebrate this auspicious occasion of the University Day at the Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. It is a privilege to present to you an update on CVV that happened in the past year. As we celebrate this remarkable journey of the university as envisioned by His Holiness Swami Chinmayanandaji, it is a testament to the vision of Puja Gurudev that we exist. It was the sankalpa of His Holiness Swami Chinmayanandaji to establish a university where we just not merely impart knowledge, but we develop holistic individuals. Individuals grounded in spiritual values, equipped with intellectual prowess and driven by a deep sense of commitment, compassion and service to the nation to build a better Bharat. CVV strives to embody this vision, fostering an environment where academic excellence coexists with spiritual growth. Today, as we celebrate our achievements, let us also reflect on the path and challenges ahead. The world is facing complex challenges. Bharat is no exception, CVV is no exception. Environmental degradation, social inequalities, and a growing sense of disharmony in the society. CVV, meaning the CVV students and faculty, have a crucial role to play in addressing these challenges. Our students, equipped with the knowledge and infused with the spirit of service, are the torchbearers for a brighter future of Bharat. I am particularly delighted to announce that 2024 has been a banner year for Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. We have admitted more than 1,200 students to this growing student body of CVV. This is a testament to the growth and the confidence that the parents and students have placed on CVV. It also is a testament that our students are imbibing a culture of spiritual values ingrained with modern sciences. It speaks about the increasing appeal of CVV's unique blend of academic excellence and spiritual values. We must continue to innovate and adapt to ensure that our curriculum remains relevant and responsive to the ever-changing needs of the society. We must change as the society changes, as the demands change. We must strive to meet the demand. We must foster a culture of research and innovation, encouraging our faculty and students to explore frontiers of knowledge and contribute to a betterment of the humanity and the society that we live in. Furthermore, we are committed to providing our students with a world-class infrastructure, whether it is in the classrooms, hostels, or the laboratories. This includes modern classrooms, well-equipped laboratories, and a vibrant campus environment that fosters creativity and collaboration. Our modern classrooms are equipped with high-speed connectivity, smart boards, and most modern audiovisual aids. Our laboratories are equipped with the most modern equipment for science, technology, engineering, and other specialties. Extensive libraries, rich in digital platforms, databases, books, journals, and online resources. Our Annakshetra is unique and rivals any star hotel. Sports grounds, gymnasiums, and recreational facilities are made available to all our staff, faculty, and students. Let us remember that true education transcends boundaries of the classrooms. It is about cultivating character, nurturing values, and inspiring a deep sense of responsibility to build a better society. Let us strive to create an environment where students can discover their true potential, develop their unique talents, and emerge as compassionate and responsible citizens of the globe. I express my most sincere gratitude to our esteemed faculty, dedicated staff, and the support from the global Chinmaya mission worldwide. I am confident that with continued dedication and collective effort, Chinmaya University will become a beacon of knowledge, compassion, and human excellence. At CVV, we incorporate sustainable practices to save the globe. We have solar energy efficient practices in infrastructure, energy efficient buildings, rain water harvesting, and waste management systems. Thank you. Hari Om. Best of.
Thank you for that insightful message, Dr. Mukammala. And now I would like to invite Shri N.M. Sundar to address the gathering. Known for his energetic, inspiring, and youthful mentorship, Shri Sundarji is the Executive Secretary of the CVV Trust. He has been with CVV since its inception. His role is instrumental for achieving each milestone of CVV. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shri Sundarji.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Can you hear me? To all the students who are here, how many of you are interested in making money after you graduate from here? No one. 3, 4, 10, 20, 30. Okay, not bad. I believe you. I believe you. So you need to pay attention, close attention to what I am going to say and then what the next two speakers are going to say. Mr. Madan Padaki, who will finish off the main talks this morning, will speak on personal prosperity and national prosperity. So there is something there for you. Now, what am I going to say about this? In our Kulageetam that was sung at the beginning, there is one verse that says, Bharata bhuvo vidyasthananam anayanaya vyavahare abhinavasarane samudayamanam atishayam atishete jagati. The call in this verse is to bring Indic knowledge to various fields, and keep this word various fields in mind. The university which moves in a new path, keep that in mind, as is exceeding excellence. Now when you think of the modern university, not the Gurukula, the modern university 300 years ago, they were dedicated to some esoteric scholarship on useless information. Okay? That slowly transitioned. It became a hub of technology and engineering the industrial, providing the engine for the industrial revolution. From there, it came to creating education for new democratic societies. In the last 30 years, universities have had to go into even newer directions. And what is that new direction? I'll give you a clue by asking you a question. How many of you know what a unicorn is? Not the horse with the pointed this thing. A unicorn is? Okay, I'll solve the problem for you. Maybe I should ask the faculty to see if they know. Should I? No, I won't. A unicorn is a startup that has exceeded $1 billion in market valuation. Okay? In 2024, India now has 117 unicorns, according to some reports. Other reports say 85. Still, both are very good numbers. So what this means is that in Vikasit Bharat, in everything that we're talking about, in Make in India, the need for entrepreneurship is becoming greater and greater and greater. And therefore, like in the West, in India, the UGC, the Ministry of Education, the state government, the central government, everybody wants the universities to start getting involved in entrepreneurship. And one of the ways in which this university is doing it is establishing an institutional innovation council. That council exists today, and under that, we are pursuing various innovation and entrepreneurial, it's a big word, I know, but even I struggle with it. The point is that this is the new direction in which universities are required to go, and as Ajayji mentioned, as I'm hoping that many of you do, is that to inspire students into getting out of the job mentality and getting into the business mentality. Okay? And for that, even our donors now if I look at it 5 years ago, people said, oh, Swami Chinmayananda, Chinmaya Mission is starting a university. Here is $10,000. Here is 20 lakh rupees. People used to give us. Now our donors are very sophisticated. Among our donors are some very sophisticated business people. They're asking, what are you going to do with the money? And so for that, we've been able to provide some of the answers. And there are more than three major ones that I want to talk about today. The first is Mr. Suranarayana Murthy and Suven Pharmaceuticals, who have granted us rupees 81 lakhs for an innovative chemistry lab. Later on in the afternoon, Ajayji and Mr. Murthy are going to do the inauguration of the chemistry lab. The Saksariya Trust in Mumbai has granted us rupees 2 crores for an innovation and business incubation center. Again, as you go around today, you will see that. Recently, I believe in January, we announced a competition asking for all of you to pitch ideas. They've already received 11 ideas, of which they think some are very promising. And they're going to do another round of this before the inauguration of this IBIC center in March. And therefore, this is a chance for all of you who think that nobody out there is thinking uniquely. Your unique ideas are what are needed here in order to make this innovation business incubation center work. And this is also where Mr. Madan Padaki plays a very brilliant role for us. He is among the leading experts in India on entrepreneurship, and he's doing an absolutely brilliant job. You should look up his profile on LinkedIn. The amount of work he does is absolutely amazing. He works with youth. He works with rural entrepreneurs. So those of you who live in Todupuzha and in all the rural areas of Kerala, this is an opportunity even for you. You're not excluded. Entrepreneurship and startups are not limited to Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore people. It is available in Ernakulam. It is available in the small towns and cities of all states of India. And he will speak more about it. In this, we're also fortunate that our faculty, wonderful faculty, have been in touch with the Kerala government, and the Kerala Startup Mission also has empowered us to do various programs. You will hear more about it. But what it requires is for students to pay attention. If you want to make money, pay attention to these initiatives. If you don't want to make money, please go ahead and sleep and look at your mobiles. Okay, the choice is entirely yours. Lastly, with NTPC, the National Thermal Power Corporation, we have cleared all the hurdles to get a 2.8 crore grant. The final paperwork is being done, and soon we will be able to announce that as well. So all of these things is being made possible by three parties I should say. The first party is our donors. The second party is the Vice Chancellor and the team of faculty, dynamic faculty that we have. And of course, the third party is the interested agencies in both the NGOs and the government agencies that are here. So here is an opportunity for all of you to get involved and make a difference in your families, in your hometown, in your state, in your country. This opportunity doesn't come often. You are at a unique stage in the life of this country. I invite you all to take care of it. With that, I thank you. I hand you back. Did I exceed my time too much? Okay, only slightly. Thank you all. Hari Om.
That was really inspiring, Shri Sundarji. Thank you for this address. It is our privilege to have Swami Sharanandan Saraswati ji with us here as the head of the institution. Swami Sharanandan Saraswati ji joined the 12th batch of the Vedant course under Swami Ishwaranand at Sandipani Sadhanalaya, Mumbai in 2002. Prior to joining the Chinmaya Mission, he studied various Indian spiritual disciplines, including Vedanta and yoga from different ashrams and institutions like the Ramakrishna Mission, Divine Life Society Rishikesh, Bihar School of Yoga Munger, and the others. A postgraduate in Advait Vedanta, he ranked first at all India level and was awarded a gold medal from the prestigious Sanskrit University, Rashtriya Sanskrit Sansthan, New Delhi. Formerly known as Brahmachari Samvid Chaitanya, he received Sannyasa Diksha from Pujya Guruji on Shivratri in 2014 and joined Chinmaya International Foundation in March 2014. He is the Academic Council member of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. Swamiji is also the Acharya of 1-year residential Vedanta Sadhak course and the 2-year residential Vedanta course conducted at Adi Sankara Nilayam. He facilitates many camps at CIF based on Sanatan Dharma, Vedanta, Bhakti, and so on. He was also the Acharya of 2018-20 in Malayalam 2-year course at Kerala Sandipani Adi Shankara Nilayam. Ladies and gentlemen, we are eager to hear the voice of Swamiji and his words as the Benedictory address. Please welcome him with a warm round of applause.
Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. On this University Day, our heartfelt congratulations to all the students, teachers, staff, managing team, Vice Chancellor, and entire donors and the managing trustees. When we say university, it's very much associated with education. Why do we need education? India is not new to this concept of universities. We know that even before there were any high, good, great universities in any part of India, the world, we had the best universities, whether we call it Nalanda, Takshashila, Nandagram, so many. So what was the vision of education in India? Very beautifully it is put, Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktaye. What is the purpose of knowledge or education? The purpose of education is to free us, to make us independent. Education should be something which should give us wings to fly, to be free. In order to attain this total freedom, our visionaries understood that we have to make people perfect. So that's why Swami Vivekananda defines education as education is the manifestation of perfection which is already in man. The perfection is there in us, and education should help us to achieve this perfection. And how is it possible to achieve this perfection? Our vision, the vision of our Bharata, they recognize that there are 5 levels in each one of us. And when we achieve this perfection in this all 5 levels of existence, that is the only way to live a happy, fulfilling life in this world. So they understood that all of us, not just one being, we have different layers of existence. One, our physical existence, how we look. More than that, there is a physiological existence. A person may look very handsome or young, but more than that, we need health, real health. And a person could be healthy and handsome, but until he achieve a kind of emotional maturity, life becomes very difficult. A physiological, more than that, psychological balance. Our physical appearance, health, our psychological balanced understanding, and then comes the intellectual well-being. Our intellect should, that is what actually makes us different from the other beings of this world. Our intellect should be trained to achieve this kind of perfection. Then comes the fifth level, which is the foundation of all these kinds of expansion, that is a spiritual perfection. Physical, physiological, psychic, intellectual and spiritual perfection, that is the goal of education. Education should bring this kind of completeness in all these layers of existence of each and every individual. And all these things put together, this perfection in all these fields put together is known as Chinmayam. Chinmaya is not only the name of Puja Gurudev, Chinmayam is a state. Chit means consciousness, Chinmaya means the perfect consciousness, the perfection within and without. So in these changing days, where nothing is certain, on these days of this uncertainty, Puja Gurudev's vision is coming back to the human beings to help them to understand and to achieve this perfection. And we all hope, we all pray that this Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth will be a great place which will help each and every individual who walks into this campus. Not only students, whether they are students, whether they are teachers, whether they are staff, anybody who is getting related to this institution will be able to achieve that kind of perfection. We are just 9 years old, and there are, as they were all told, there are many, many challenges in front of us, but I'm sure that the great vision of Puja Gurudev and the great vision of this entire ancient India will help each one of us to achieve that state of perfection in coming years. Our sincere prayers, wishes, invoking the grace of Bhagavan, invoking the grace of Puja Gurudev, to gain that kind of a status, not only physical well-being, but may this university be the torchbearer to the entire world, to bring a change in the vision of education. Not only to gain some jobs, of course jobs are important, but more than that, to bring peace, to bring harmony, to bring love, to make a person say what you want. When somebody asks us, what do you want to become? A place where the students start to think that, first and foremost, I want to become a good human being. Let me become a good human being. If I can achieve that, everything else, a good teacher, a good entrepreneur, a good businessman, a doctor, an engineer, everything is possible only when the person becomes good. And this is my sincere prayer to the Lord, that each and every person who comes here, let that inner transformation happen to them, where they start to feel the love, the harmony with the entire universe, and then they become great torchbearers of this understanding to this world where so much of darkness is, filling. Let us be that small lamps to take this wisdom of oneness to each and every corner of the universe, Let this be the great hope we all feel in heart that Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth will be a place where we work together, study together, and then evolve to become good human beings, and of course, to become masters in any field they choose to study. Thank you very much. My sincere prayers to Bhagavan for all of you. May Bhagavan's grace and blessings be ever with you. Thank you. Hari Om.
Thank you very much, Swamiji. I request Shri Ajay ji to offer the Guru Dakshina to Pujya Swamiji. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is an entrepreneur and visionary whose work has empowered countless individuals and communities. I invite for the keynote address on democratization of entrepreneurship, the secret of personal and national prosperity. And for this keynote address, I invite our chief guest for today, Shri Madan Padaki ji. With over 23 years of experience as an entrepreneur and a change maker, Shri Madan Padaki is the founder and CEO of OneBridge, a company that delivers exceptional consumer experience to the 300 million rural and urban consumers in India. Using a network of entrepreneurs and a technology platform that enables assisted commerce, they bridge the gap between the online and offline worlds and provide access, choice, and convenience to the customers. He is also a co-founder of GAME Game India, an initiative that aims to create 100 million mass entrepreneurs who can generate jobs and make a positive difference in their communities. In addition, he is the managing trustee and of Head Held High Foundation, a non-profit organization that empowers people and communities to live with dignity and eradicate poverty. He holds an MBA in International Business from SP Jain Institute of Management and Research and a bachelor's degree in Mechanical Engineering from the National Institute of Engineering, Mysore. He is passionate about empowering people and communities to unleash their unlimited potential and make a positive impact in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Shri Madan Padaki.
Hari Om, Sarvaguru Namaskara, and my pranams to the Pujya Swamiji, Professor Kapoorji. It's indeed an honor to be here and share this momentous occasion with all of you. Stepping into the double digits, post this year is a significant achievement on all of our behalf. Let's all give a huge round of applause to all of us for the 9th year of the Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. Having run startups all my life, I can tell you how hard it is to sustain and to grow to 1,600 students in 9 years is no mean achievement. It is the true grit, resilience that we will talk about that has propelled the university to this heights. I wish that I'm here in 2035 where we'll be celebrating maybe 160,000 students of the Vishwa Vidyapeeth, and that's my wish that there'll be many more universities that emulate Chinmaya's mission and come up. So thank you again. Truly appreciate this. Before I begin, I work with young people. all my life. Believe me, I started out my venture when in 2000. That dates me as well. But if I show you my photograph of my 2000, I had a lot of hair, much more. But this is the double whammy of starting a business, an entrepreneurial journey, and getting married at the same time. So my first lesson is don't do it together. Though I must confess that when I got married, a classic arranged marriage, my wife fortunately didn't ask me how much do you earn. I know a lot of people put up their hands for money, So the first month after our wedding, we got married in a few months. I asked her, she was working for a software company. This is again 2002. I asked her, and we had just moved into a new house where the rent was all of 5,000 rupees. So I asked her, so how much do you earn? I didn't know her salary as well. And she said, no, I earn 12,000 rupees. I said, great. Between us, we are earning 12,000 rupees. Thank you. That's a lot of money. We can pay the rent and survive. And that's when she got to know the reality that how entrepreneurship hits you first on the money side. And of course, it's been a phenomenal journey since then. But before I begin any further, I know we've been listening to a lot of conversations. There must be a lot of thoughts in your mind. So let's spend 2-3 minutes. I just want to hear what's in your mind. You're sitting here on a wonderful day, surrounded by lush greenery, beautiful sights. What's running in your mind? What's the questions on your mind? What's the answers on your mind? Can I hear a few of you to share a few words? Yeah? Who wants to go first? Come on. Never miss an opportunity to speak. Who wants to share something? Anything, right? What do you want to be? What do you aspire to be? Why are you here at this university? Yeah? I'm going to count till 3. If I don't see any hands coming up, I'm going to just request people and point out and say, why don't you share something? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you've given me the power to choose. Why don't I request you? Share something. Can I have the mic, please? Do you have the... What do you want to be? What's on your mind? Are you feeling bored sitting here? What are you thinking about? Just come over to the... Anything, in any language, it doesn't matter. Okay, we can nominate somebody else. Huh? Advait. We have a nomination, Advait. Okay, come. Oh, he's recently registered a trademark. Fantastic. Okay.
So, sir, how a young entrepreneur should reach to you or some other kind of business, and how we are able to manage the authorities to make them come back to us to research in a lot of things that we are planning in a group or by means of one-by-one conversation with some kind of companies. So how we are able to reach you?
Okay, that's an easy one. We'll address that. Can you call somebody else, some of your other friends?
Yeah, Ryan.
Yes, go for it. Some convincing happening. You can't teach him all the answers. Share something that's on your mind.
Sir, it's like how can we present, if we have a business idea, like how can we present it to a person, like a particular organization, how can we present it?
How can you present a business idea to a person in a very convincing way?
Yeah, like easiest way.
Easiest way. Okay. We'll probably talk about that. One last chance. You got to call somebody else, and I would definitely want a girl to come up. I know you're in a dilemma who to call, but don't worry. We'll protect you later. Call somebody. Who wants to come? One last chance. Any girl student who submitted one of those ideas? Come on, yeah. Okay, if this is a waiting game, I have all day. My flight is only tomorrow morning. It doesn't matter. That is the first tenet of entrepreneurship. Do not worry about what people will think about you. You just got to go ask or say something. Some of you have 50% in your mind that should I stand up, not stand up? Just stand up and put your hands up. Okay, otherwise I'll have to step down and pass the mic now. Seriously, even if you want to just say your name, let's do this. Even if you want to just say your name, it is fine. Okay? That you're sitting in the first bench. Just your name is fine. What's your name?
Ushas.
Yes. And what do you want to do? What are you studying?
BBA.
BBA. And what do you want to do after BBA?
Manager.
Marriage. Oh, manage. Okay, thank God. Manager. Okay. Good. One last, anybody? Oh, there we go. Give her a big round of applause.
Hariom sir, my question is that we have a business idea and somewhere we have presented it, and what if someone else copies our business idea? Like we have, it's our own idea, but the thing is the patent goes to them. So is there any chance that we can get our patent?
Great question. Thank you. We'll address all of this. Thank you. Maybe I'll just stand here itself, so that I can see you guys better. I'll be able to pull more of you guys to the stage. So, here's what I want to share with you. We talked about personal prosperity and national prosperity. I want to first zoom out a bit and talk about the country first. Okay, why I believe each one of you here must think about being an entrepreneur. By the way, entrepreneur is such a tough word to pronounce. When I started, thank God for autocorrect in word. I don't know whether it is N-E-U-R or N-U-R or whatever. I would like to believe that the root word for entrepreneur is antar-prerana. Okay, so I think the word entrepreneur must be derived from the word antar-prerana, which means inner motivation. If you're not motivated from within, you can never think entrepreneurially, be entrepreneurial, and create an entrepreneurial society. So first, let us all start off with the intention that I am motivated to do something on my own, right? And I'll tell you why. Here is a bunch of quiz questions, just to give you a sense of what's happening in the world today. Population of India, as we speak, how many crores? How many crores do we have in India? How many people? 140 odd, right? 1.4 billion people and counting fast. As we speak, how many people of that 140 crores, 1.4 billion people, do you think are there looking for a job or working to earn something today? Any idea? Out of that 1.4 billion people, how many people do you think are out there today trying to earn their livelihood? What percentage? Any guesses? Across India, as we speak, how many people are working or seeking work today? Any guess? 70%, 30%, 10%, any guesses? 30%? 80%, okay. So the answer is closer to about 40%, which means as we speak, roughly about 50 crore people are out there in the country today looking to earn some money. Sorry, a lot of people put up a hand saying, I want to earn money, right? There are 50 crore people today, as we speak, trying to earn money. Now, all of us, when we put up our hands, in our minds, when we say, I want to earn money, to a large extent, it means salary. If you're not an entrepreneur, it means that, oh, every month I need a salary, I need health insurance, I need promotion, I need a car, I need a bungalow, whatever. So amongst that 50 crore people, how many people do you think have a job? Add private sector, public sector, Infosys, Wipro, armed forces, railways, everything put together. How many people do you think have a job which gives them a monthly salary and gives them health insurance and all the social security benefits? Any percentages? Any idea? Out of that 50 crore people? What percentage? 5%. Okay. Anybody wanting to say higher? 20%. Okay. So the answer lies somewhere in between. It's about 10%. So today, as we speak, there are only 5 crore Indians out of the 50 crore who get a salary every month from some, which means they have a job for a long time. So the big question is, what happens to the remaining 45 crore people? Where are the remaining 450 million people? What are they doing? 3 areas. Agriculture. Do you get a monthly check in agriculture? No. If it rains too much, you don't get money. If it rains too little, you don't get money. Right? There are 250 million people who depend on agriculture for their incomes. That is 25 crore people. Right? You will see them as you go around, you'll see acres and acres of fields, farmers, farming community who don't get a paycheck. Another 100 million people, about 10 crore of them, are what we call as daily wage laborers. You'll see them on construction sites. When you go to markets, you'll see people carrying sacks, dumping it, loading trucks. They're not on salary. Somebody tells them, you come today, you work today, I'll give you 300 rupees, 500 rupees. Tomorrow, if there's no work, you don't get paid. Right? Another 100 million people, roughly, are what we call as small businesses. As you walk out of the campus, you'll see a tea shop, you'll see one small hotel, one small beauty salon. They're all run by what is called as MSMEs, micro, small, medium enterprises. There are 68 million registered MSMEs in the country, employing about 100 million people. If I'm an MSME, I don't have contractual obligations sometimes to hire you. I will hire you today. If my business is not doing well tomorrow, I will say thank you very much. You don't have a job from tomorrow. Right? So this is the composition of the workforce in India as we speak. Why I want you to remember it. Right? India is supposedly and continues to be the youngest country in the world. Our average age of the country is 28 years, right? And it will continue to be young for the next 30 years. Till 2056, we are supposed to have this demographic dividend, which means youngsters like you, 18 years and above, India will continue to produce a large number of youngsters who will come out into the workforce. You know how many people like you are entering the workforce every month? Any guesses? And this is for the last 10 years. Every month, how many people like you come out looking for a job? Any guesses? The number is 1 million. Every month, there are 10 lakh youth who come out and join this 50 crore people looking for a job. Which means on a monthly, annual basis, that's about a crore. 10 million to 12 million youth entering the workforce. If somebody were to tell you, how many of you put up your hand saying, I want money? A lot of us. If I were to ask you, come, I'll give you daily wage laborer job, will you take it? No. If I were to tell you, come work for me for 1 month, I'll pay you whatever I can. Next month, I don't know if I have a job or not. Will you work? Will you take it up? Right? Or if I were to ask you, go and plant bananas in that farm. If it rains, you'll make money. Will you do that? No. The challenge is 120 to 150 million youth the next 10 years will enter the workforce, but only 10 to 20% of them will get jobs. What happens to the remaining 100 million people? So the challenge is, if 50 million people get jobs, assuming that the country is growing at 8, 9, 10%, but the remaining 100 million people like you sit around and say, oh, these guys have got jobs, I haven't got jobs, what do you think is going to happen? Will you sit quiet? No, you will not. Right? You will go shout slogans. We will post on social media posts to say this is injustice. Right? So the question is, what is the solution for the remaining 100 million people? I believe the only solution is we have to create at least 10 million entrepreneurs who can create 10 jobs each. The challenge in the country today is when you go to that chai shop or when you go to that beauty salon, out of the 7 crore registered MSMEs, 97% of them employ less than 3 people. They're very, very chuttu, small shops. Nobody has encouraged them to grow, they've not grown, and that's not going to be the solution. The solution is, if you can go dream and set up a business and employ 10 people, that is the biggest service to the country that we can do. And all of you sitting here are probably in the top 1% of that 100 million youth. Right? And if you stand in a queue looking to get a job, I feel it's a shame. Each of you must be job creators. Each of you must go on and say, in my village, in my town, in my district, I'm going to set up a venture and I'm going to create 10, 20 jobs each. When I started Meritrack 2000, I had no clue. I had little money in the bank. I didn't know there was no ecosystem to help me. My first investor was a farmer from Shimoga who thought he was investing in an IT company, and I was setting up a testing and assessments company. How much ever I tried to convince him that we are not an IT company, he asked us, do you use a computer? In 2000, we were just starting to use computers. I said, yes. He says, oh, then you're an IT company. I said, if that makes you happy to invest, so be it. And that's how we got our money. Right? And Meritrack ended up as India's largest testing and assessments company. At our peak, we had employed about 1,100 people. Right? And it continues after 24 years as one of India's leading skills and talent assessments company. We got acquired by Manipal Education. And, I completed that cycle. I was fortunately able to put up my hands 15 years later and pay my wife back the rent that I had, my part of the rent that I had taken from her, apart from other things, right? And to me, I think each of you must take a pledge. Today is also Jan 16th, a very interesting day. Do you know, apart from the foundation day for Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, do you know what is the significance of today? Today is the National Startup Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji on 2016, Jan 16th, announced the Startup Stand Up India mission. And as we speak today, there's a massive celebration happening across the country on the National Startup Day. Right? 2016, when I started out, there must have been about 100 startups in the country. You know how many startups are registered in the National Startup Mission today? About 170,000 startups. But we need maybe 10 times, 100 times that. So my first point to all of you is, given the privilege that you have and given that you're in a world-class university like Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, like CVV, I would argue that you have no choice but to be an entrepreneur. Anything less, you're letting the country down. No pressure. Okay? I'm just saying, please start thinking from today that I need to be an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter when you will be. You might work somewhere, you might be a manager, you will work for 5 years, you might come back and start, but seed the idea in your mind that I want to start something on my own and in my own community, in my own locality, right? on that note, one of the things I believe is that from coming to national to personal prosperity, how will you succeed? Forget being an entrepreneur, how will you succeed in your lives when everything is changing in the world around you? Again, as I was sitting there, I was looking at CVV and 9 C's. So in the work that I've done over the last 15 years, especially with rural youth, I've now come to believe that whatever the world changes around you, there are 9 C's that remain constant, that does not change, irrespective of what's happening in the world. And I want you to remember that, right? The first that I have seen, and let me give you a story. In 2009, somebody told me that I want to set up a rural BPO. I laughed and said, India, in Bangalore, we are finding hard to find talent. Where will you go to rural and find a business process outsourcing entity? Where will you find talent? We decided that we will go to the villages, take the most unemployable person you can find on the face of this earth, and can we train that person to speak English? Can we train that person on digital literacy skills? Is it possible to transform this individual at all? And we did this experiment at the extreme of unemployability. We went and said, forget college graduates, we'll go to youth who are 18 years of age, who have never held a pencil in their lives, never entered a school. And we found hundreds and thousands of kids like that. We took them, put them up in a house. Believe you me, in 6 months, all of them could stand up on a stage like this, speak in English, through a 1,000-hour program, type at 40 words a minute, and the 9th month we were doing insurance claims processing for a bank out of a place called Koppal, and they were meeting the metrics that Mumbai did. This, to me, was astounding to say that there is massive human potential. We don't realize it ourselves. So the first C I want to talk about is confidence, right? Be confident and have confidence in yourself, your capabilities. Each of you, I can tell you, if I wait 6 hours now, all of you who are thinking twice about coming here, you would actually come here and deliver a speech. You have that in you. Except that you don't believe in yourself. So the first thing, believe in yourself. That's the first C, right? Get confidence. Can I just take that water? Okay, so repeat after me. I am confident. Louder. I believe in myself. If you say that, I promise you, like a mantra, you chant that 100 times a day, you see the change that's going to happen in you. Because it's all here. It's all in the belief. The second thing that I would want to say is, the second C is communication. You might be confident, but you might not come here, you might not have the skills to come and articulate in any language. It doesn't matter whether it's English, right? You saw the way the 3 of your friends came and spoke. They exuded confidence. They came and communicated the question that I could understand. That's all communication is. In fact, in our training program, we don't teach them grammar. We know that you have to only speak 500 words in English to be able to communicate in English. We teach 500 words. Today, 2 of my trainees and I go and train IAS officers. And they are the trainers for the entire incoming batch of civil servants of the country at the Mussoorie Academy every year. That is what confidence in communication will get you, right? So the second C is, I will speak and I will not hesitate, I will communicate. So can you say, I will communicate powerfully? Okay, so remember that. The third C, and this is what I want to explain in a very interesting story, is what I call as creativity. Technology may replace people, but it will never replace creativity, right? Many years ago, I go on these village visits and I met this carpenter in a village who was making these tables and sofas and stuff. A small village. I asked him, how do you get business? How do you get orders? Right? If I'm a small, I'm a 2-member, he had his nephew. So he turned around the question to me and asked me, sir, if you were me, how do you think you'll get business in this town? I said, word of mouth. He says, word of mouth will give me only 1 order in a month, 2 orders a month. I can't sell more. And to survive, I have to make at least 15 orders in a month. So how do you do that? I told them, oh, you'll put up a hoarding. He laughed at me and said, where is the money, sir? And who will read a hoarding in this village? So every idea I gave him, he was shooting it down. I said, finally I gave up and said, how do you do that? He told me a very interesting thing. He says, whenever somebody gives me an order, let's say you've given me an order for a table, and I will charge you some 200 rupees to deliver the table to your house on a tractor. He says, I pay another 100 rupees more to the tractor. I ask the tractor to take the most circuitous route to reach that place. If he has to go straight, he will go hit 3 villages and go. And he puts his nephew on the tractor with a plate and a stick. They will go stop at a village square. This guy will beat the drum. Everybody will come and say, he has a small chit which says, this table is being made for so-and-so for 3,000 rupees. If you want a table, call this fellow. He says, every delivery I do generates 8 to 10 leads for me. And from that, I convert 2 to 3 people. If that isn't creativity, what is it? I had just finished my MBA, then I said, they don't teach us in our colleges, but you are a 10th standard fail, but look at the creativity that you have used, right? So there is, for every problem statement, there is a creative solution. Creativity comes from curiosity. So you have to be curious, you have to be creative. So repeat saying that, I will unleash my creativity every day. Think about that, right? Can we all say creativity in one voice? Creativity? Okay. And the last C, which is an internal C that I will talk about, which is important, which again no technology can replace, is compassion. A lot of problems get solved because I feel deeply about something else. I see a dog being beaten on the road. I feel very compassionate. And you heard Shantanu Naidu's story. Have you heard of this name called Shantanu Naidu? I'm sure you would have heard of Mr. Ratan Tata. Shantanu Naidu was Mr. Ratan Tata's assistant, and he felt compassion towards dogs that were being run over by cars in the streets of Mumbai, and he creatively innovated and put a neon lighted collar so that cars can see dogs in the night. Mr. Ratan Tata loved that idea so much that he funded him, and he later on became one of his closest confidants, right? If Shantanu didn't have that compassion for animals, he wouldn't have created that solution, right? So the question I want you to ask about is, what do you care about the most? I care about young people. I care about education. I care about equality. So please think through, I'm sure deep in your hearts, you care about something, and that something will provide you direction for the rest of your life. So be compassionate, practice compassion, right? The fifth C is what I call, finally, what values do I derive? As a nation, we are driven by our constitution. And we have to juxtapose our constitutional values with our own values. And the constitution is such a lovely document that integrates the entirety of what India stands for, right? How do we practice constitutional values and the dharmic values together, and we juxtapose that, and that we use in our dilemmas to solve local challenges every day, is a critical one to think about, right? Constitutional values and our own values, how do we live that every day? The last four, and I'll keep it short, is all external stuff. How many of you use ChatGPT? Don't worry, your teachers are not looking so that they will catch you and say, oh, that's how you submitted your answers, okay? Be ChatGPT aware. The amount of progress ChatGPT has made in the last 18 months is unbelievable. AI, we didn't even hear of AI 18, 24 months ago, but now AI is everywhere. So be technology oriented. So I'm saying the C is be ChatGPT aware, play around with technology, learn from technology, learn to use technology, don't feel afraid. Okay? The next C I will talk about is, we spoke about it, be creators of jobs. Become entrepreneurs. Do something entrepreneurially. What is being done at the incubation center is fantastic. It gives you an opportunity to practice communication, confidence, creativity, and of course, thinking like an entrepreneur. Use that start thinking like an entrepreneur and a job creator today. And as you're thinking about it, the biggest challenge that the country faces today, as you see around, maybe in 20 years' time, there won't be a single green image that we can see, right? Climate change is for real. How do you become climate krantikaris? How do you take care of climate in our daily world? And lastly, how do you become community builders, right? Finally, end of the day, education that was talked about is about the highest realm, is about the spiritual realm. Spiritual realm, the moment you reach there, apparently Shri Ramana Maharshi was asked a very simple question. He was asked, how should we treat others? And his answer was simple. His answer was, there are no others. We are all a part of one whole cosmic energy, right? How do you become one with the community in the journey is the eventual goal. Very fortunate to be at the place I stayed last night at the ashram, Adi Shankaracharya's maternal home, birthplace. And I was just thinking this morning that a lot of us forget what Shankaracharya told when he said, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. You know, the grammar is not going to help you in the last, as you progress on your journey. Have that spiritual anchoring. And this is a lesson that I've learned the hard way, that you have to balance economic growth with your own spiritual growth, else everything remains hollow, right? So I would request each of you to start thinking about these 9 C's. Finally, as community builders, how do you get everybody in oneness, and how do you even reach that space where you are happy with yourself? Finally, it's about your happiness, your own stress levels being low, your own ability to accept who you are, to live life to your fullest, and spread that love and happiness around every one of you, so that each one who comes in touch with you, who speaks to you, goes back happy, right? And to me, that is the essence of life. So the educational system that is being propounded here by CVV, I salute it, because you're able to straddle all the 5 layers, right? And to me, it is a journey across these layers. There's no end state. There's no end in education. I wish you all the very best on this journey. And lastly, to answer the questions that was asked by my friends, some of it is already in the one that I said. If you believe in yourself, nobody can copy you. Each of you is unique. People may copy your idea. People cannot copy your creativity. People cannot copy your execution. Do you know that Google, all of us have used Google? Do you think Google was the first search engine? Google was the 9th search engine. In fact, I met an investor called Tim Draper who told Sajay and Larry, saying, it's stupid, your idea will not work. You're the 9th engine. And there'll be 900 engines after that. Why will you succeed? And look at where Google is today. Right? So do not worry about what others will do and others will think. Focus on your core. Focus on what you want to do. Focus on these 9 C's. The answers will unfold itself. Right? And lastly, how do I reach you? Happy to work. I'm sure this will be the first of my several visits to this part. There's so much that is happening here. Happy to be a part of this. I'm throwing you a challenge. Okay? On the National Startup Day. And here is a challenge. Let me see how many of you take it. In the next 7 days, can you think of an innovative idea and make sure that the idea reaches me? Okay? And 8 days from today, which is what, 25th, or let's say Republic Day, I'm going to give a surprise gift to the idea that I have liked the most. Okay? Now, faculty also can give the idea. 2 challenges here. You have to think of an idea. I'm not going to give you my phone number, email ID, nothing. But you know, you have to figure out how to reach me. Okay? You have to make sure that I see it. It has to be visible to me. And on Republic Day, there'll be a special gift that will come your way for an idea. How many of you will take me up on this idea? Okay, great. So I see about 10, 15 hands. Let's do this. and figure out what comes our way. Any last questions? Anybody who wanted to ask a question didn't ask? One or two questions. Love it. Give her a big hand.
Hariom sir. So as you told earlier, there were 9 search engines before Google, and there will be more than 900 after Google. Only Google has succeeded. So how are we able to cope up with those failures?
Great question. How are we able to cope up with those failures? I believe, first of all, remove the word failure from your minds. Unfortunately, from our schooling, we've been always taught don't fail. You're failed, you're passed. I think there's nothing called as pass or fail. Right? Failure is a learning process. When you learn, when you attempt something, the process is such that some things will work, some things will not work. Edison said, I have discovered 1,000 ways by which it will not work, and he then finally invented the bulb. Right? So the way to look at failure is to embrace it. Is to say, what did I learn from it, rather than saying, oh, main fail ho gaya, this didn't work, everybody will laugh at me. That's absolutely fine. In fact, I would want you to find ways in which you can fail faster. Try something. In the company that I've run, as OneBridge, if I were to count my failures, I have failed some 25, 30 times. But I have now discovered what 25 things I should not do, and the 26th, what should I do? And maybe that will also fail again. Right? So don't worry about failure. Don't worry about what others will look at you and say. But say, what have I learned? Right? I'm sure Sergey and Larry didn't wake up one day and say, now I will start If you look at their stories, they would have also failed many times. And do you think Google has succeeded in everything? Google has failed in hundreds of things. Right? If I were to sit at home saying, oh, main fail ho gaya, I'm a failure, life will never happen. So embrace failures. Make sure that you learn something from it, and the only thing is, don't repeat the same failure again, make a new mistake. Great question. Thank you. And for this great question, again, you can expect a small token from Thai Bangalore coming your way. For this great question, you can expect a small gift from Thai Bangalore coming your way. Okay. Okay. I think now we will have a much longer session.
Hariom sir, I'm just curious. So it's said that youth have many materials for success, the potential, the idealism, the talent, etc. But one thing that's missing is experience. So, and you're a treasure trove of experience. So what would you say are some things to look out for when we step out into the real world, in a manner of speaking? Some things you learn the hard way, perhaps.
Super question again, a big round. Did you get a question? How do I gain experience? Right? And that's missing because by the very nature, I don't have experience. My only answer to that is experience is overrated. Okay? I don't think me standing here have all the answers to the questions. So do not think that experience is going to stand in your way. The only thing that you have to do is you have to create experiences. What are you doing every day to create an experience for yourself? I'll give an example. I thought about the same thing when I was doing my MBA. I said, I don't have an experience, but what experience can I create? Bombay is great, but I'm saying so is this place. What I did, every Thursday was off in my B school. What I used to do every Thursday was, I used to pick one area, let's say Nariman Point. I used to just go and meet 10 people that day. It would be CEOs of, remember, I didn't know him then that well. I had even cold called and barged into Mr. Mukesh Ambani's office. Of course, I was thrown out. But I just saw Reliance, I walked in. I said, Mr. Ambani sits here. Yes, I went, can I meet him? He said, no. I said, thank you very much. I came back. But ask, create those experiences. When you are then reflecting on those experiences, someone say, you don't have an experience. Can you say, oh, have you experience trying to get an appointment with Mr. Mukesh Ambani? As an example, right? So it brings me to a great point. I don't want to impose too much, but for a lack of a better thing, maybe you can do it. And maybe you and your friends. Have you ever gone and spoken to a small business owner, let's say a chai shop or that grocery store, and looked at that person as an entrepreneur? So imagine you were to go and interview 10 such people, understand why they started, how they started, what is the cash flow, how do they make money, have they got a loan, how much are they paying? Suppose you were to just go interview 10 people, and you were to come to me and say, if I were to ask you, what is your entrepreneurial experience? And you were to tell me, I have interviewed 10 entrepreneurs around my area, and here is my learning. Do you think I will not like it? I'll say, great. Right? So the first tenet of entrepreneurship is start doing something, and the experience will automatically accumulate. Experience is something that you make happen to yourself. Nobody is saying, I will give you experience, wait for me here. You got to make it happen. Right? So maybe every day think about what experience I learned today. That I can say I'm experienced enough. And then you will start learning. Make sense? So will you interview 10 people and come back and let me know what happened? Super. Thank you. Okay. I'm available in the course of the day. Happy to take any questions, any thoughts. And of course, I'm available. You know how to reach me. Right? And if you want to reach somebody, you can definitely reach. I wish you the very best. I want each of you to be torchbearers, not just CVV, but of the Naya India, the new India that is emerging. You truly are the beacons of that hope for me. And I wish you the very best in your journeys. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Hari Om.
Thank you very much, Mr. Padaki. And it was, in fact, an inspiring speech by you, very interactive. In fact, it reminded us, many of us, of the TED Talks that we have always watched to understand better about the business world, how it is rising, and how our new generation can contribute into it. So thank you very much for this. We now take a moment to reflect on the year that has gone by. Let's watch a video that recaps the key highlights and achievements of 2024.
ആർളത്തിന്റെ മണ്ണ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് പുതിയ ഒരു അനുഭവമാണ് ജീവിത ഗുരു എന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത്.
Thank you for this wonderful recap. To continue with the tradition of Atithi Devo Bhava, I request our Registrar Shri Ashokanji to offer a token of love and reverence to Shri Madan Padaki ji. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have on the days one of our very revered mother figure, who is Professor Sunita Grandhi ji. Let me give you a brief introduction of hers. Although everybody knows her on campus, but still there are some new faces which would really want to know about her. Professor Sunita Grandhi ji is the Director of Center of Excellence in Applied Knowledge, Indian Knowledge Systems, and the Dean of Lifelong Learning and Wellness. Professor Sunita Grandhi ji is a passionate organic chemist by profession. She received her master's in chemistry with specialization in NEEM research, PhD in organic chemistry from IIT Chennai, and completed her postdoctoral studies from Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland, Ohio, USA. In the area of organic synthesis, diabetes, and aging research. She has worked for 28 years at BASF, the world's largest chemical company in the USA, Germany, and at Exatic in USA, playing various senior global roles in research, technical marketing, and new business development. Dr. Grandhi has also taught organic chemistry as an adjunct professor at the University of Detroit. She is a Six Sigma black belt. In 2019, Dr. Grandhi, along with her husband, successfully completed the 2-year Vedanta course at Sandeepani Sadhanalaya, Mumbai. She is a skilled Carnatic music bansuri player and has taught many students. She and her husband enjoy the outdoor and spend time camping, hiking, and visiting national parks. Along with Dr. Sunita Grandhi ji, Professor Sunita Grandhi ji, I invite Professor Ashokan ji to kindly present the annual report of the CVV in the last year.
Hariom, of course, I will be taking very little time just to place before you the various events which you have witnessed on the screen, just to remind you regarding few of the programs. So we started our academic journey for the year 24-25 with an auspicious Vidyarambha function held on 16th August 2024. The details you have seen on the screen. The next major academic event was the Convocation 2024, which was held on 17th October, and that was being, the degree was being awarded by Puja Swami Suryabananda ji, and the chief guest of the day was Dr. Usha Titus, the former Higher Education Secretary, Government of Kerala, and the current chairman of the ASAP. Another update is we have filed all the papers for NAC accreditation. Successfully we have filed all the papers. We are anticipating review by the team and the further process. Our academic achievements are inauguration of the first year MBA program on 30th September 2024. This year we started the MBA program and the batch was inaugurated on 30th September 2024. Another achievement from the academic area is Mahatma Gandhi University gave equivalency and recognition to all the CVV programs. We being a deemed to be university established in Kerala and being the first deemed to be university established in Kerala, our graduates were approaching different universities across the country for their higher studies, and certain hurdles we faced, especially from universities in Kerala. We defended all the hurdles, placed all the records, and Mahatma Gandhi University gave approval for all the programs offered by CVB, and the University of Kerala approved the BA B.Ed program of CVB. That was a unique program, 4-year BA B.Ed program, and that was being approved by University of Kerala, University of Calicut, Kannur University, and all other universities across the country. Another milestone we have achieved is the Sanskrit students added more jewels to the crown of CVB. Alok Kumar, BA Sanskrit 3rd year, and Neha D. Adak, MA Sanskrit 1st year, showcased their brilliance at the state level Sahitya competitions held by Central Sanskrit University, Guruvayur campus on 3rd and 4th of January 2024. Alok Kumar's remarkable performance secured him several accolades and first prizes on many of the competitions he have participated. Our faculty achievements are, we have published 10 books. CPP faculty have published 10 books, and special mention is the Symphony of Souls, edited by Raisin Matthew. Our faculty members have published 33 articles in various journals. Our faculty members have participated and presented papers in 34 conference proceedings. We have 20 book chapters presented by our faculty members and 93 paper presentations by CVV faculty across different conferences, workshops, etc. Our faculty members have participated and gave 70 guest lecture or guest talk outside. We have 8 research projects and we have got 16 awards from different entities. We have 3 patents received and we have awarded 3 PhDs since the establishment of the university. Some of the other notable achievements are Dr. Raisin Matthew, Assistant Professor, CVB IST, wins the Nizam International Fiction Prize 2024. Dr. Sanitha AC, Assistant Professor CKS, is now a certified chartered wealth manager. Ms. Anupama Jims, Assistant Professor, CVB IST, uses artificial intelligence to study microorganisms in the Arctic region. Professor Manjula R. Iyer, head of the School of CKS, has nominated again as a member of the complaint committee established under the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace by Ministry of Labour, Government of India. Ms. Nisha M.S., Assistant Professor in PPHS, has got the prestigious P.T. Bhaskar Panikar Science Writing Fellowship for the year 23-24, awarded by Kerala State Council for Science and Technology and Environment. Dr. Sanitha S.R., Assistant Professor of CKS, nominated as member of the Board of School of Law and Business Studies of Sri Narayana Guru Open University, Government of Kerala. Dr. Enju Chandran, Assistant Professor of CKS, got the Best Presenter Award in Conference on Sustainable Development on Society, Economics and Science, organized by St. John College of Humanities and Science. Other faculty achievements are Dr. Sampat Kumar, Dr. Pramod Kumar Dinkar, and Dr. Sadish Verma has been participated in FTP and community development programs. CVV IST faculty attended IIC regional meet in Kochi on 16 January 2024. Admission and placement services. Collaboration meeting of CVV placement cell with Ernst & Young is implemented on 16th August 2024 at Onakkoor campus. CVV Placement Career Workshop Series. CVV Placement Cell launched the first event of Career Workshop Series with mock test session on quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning for the final year BBA and BCom batches on 5th September 2024. We have launched the Career Path Development Program on 27th October 2024. Employability Enhancement Training Program in collaboration with Pragmatics was started on 23rd October 2024. It's an ongoing program. Visit from Chinmaya schools. Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Narvum, Artugal, Katakada visit CVV campus on 30th October. Chinmaya Vidyalaya Kollam visited Onakkoor facility with 40 students on 8th November. GLPS Kakanur students visit CVV on 4th December. Innovation in programs. CVV partnership with IBM to launch innovative co-branded programs. CVV signed MOU with IBM on 28th May 2024, marking the launch of a range of co-branded programs including BTech, BCA, BBA, BCom, MBA. CVV is the first deemed university in the state to such an MOU with IBM. CVV signs MOU with the Logic School of Management. Once again, CVV signed an MOU with Veranda Excel Learning Solutions Private Limited, the Logic School Management, to train BCom students in Honors plus ACCA. This significant collaboration will continue to provide top-notch ACCA coaching to our students, enhancing their academic and professional prospects in the field of accounting and finance. Two-day hands-on workshop on Tally at CVV was conducted on 5th and 6th of April 2024. Distinguished faculty interaction. Catalyzing connections. University of Birmingham's Ramesh Valamchiri inspires dialogue among CVV students in a dynamic session on 12th January 2024. Mr. Ramesh Valamchiri, country manager of the University of Birmingham, addressed BCom Honors plus ACCA and MSc Applied Psychology students from CVV. Skillfully navigated through course highlights and entry requisites. Leaders Launch Series features Dr. Shri Ram and Dr. Sri Sumit Bharadwaj. The institution's Innovation Council at Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth organized an insightful session under the Leaders Launch Series. Workshop and conferences. Two-day workshop on research methodology for Indian research was conducted on 23rd and 24th January 2024 with the assistance from ICSSR. Two-day conference on New Horizons in Commerce, Economics and Management was conducted on 16th March 2024 at Variam Road facility. Kerala's contribution to Vedanta in collaboration with the Chinmaya International Foundation was conducted on a 3-day hybrid national conference on Kerala's contribution on Vedanta at Adi Shankara Nilayam, Veliyanad from 2nd February to 4th February with the financial support from Indian Council of Philosophical Research. Capacity building program in collaboration with ICSSR and IEDS. The School of Philosophy, Psychology and Scientific Heritage conducted a transformative 2 weeks capacity building program for junior faculty on recent advancements in social sciences, sponsored by the Indian Council for Social Science Research, Government of India. The program was held from 2nd to 23rd November 2024 at the CEG campus, Veliyanad. Intriguing workshop on AI Yuga, Coexistence with Humanity. The IEEE Students Branch of CVV, in collaboration with Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, organized a workshop on the intriguing topic AI Yuga, Coexistence with Humanity on 6th May 2024 at the CEG campus. International Conference on Interdisciplinary Dialogue, ICID 2024. The International Conference on Interdisciplinary Dialogue was organized by CAST online from 10th to 12th August 2024. 3-day online international conference on recent advances in composite material was organized by CIST on December 12th to 14th, 2024. Other sessions. Anti-ragging awareness session. On 13th August 2024, the Anti-Ragging Committee of CVB conducted an anti-ragging awareness session under the leadership of Advocate Niharika Hamaraj. CVB Ombudsman interact with the students. On 12th August 2024, Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth's Anti-Ragging Committee organized a session led by the University Ombudsman, Professor M.C. Dilip Kumar, former Vice Chancellor of Sri Shankaracharya University, Kaladi, Government of Kerala. The session began with an introduction to the Ombudsman's role, emphasizing the importance of the position in addressing students' grievances and ensuring fair and unbiased conflict resolution. POSCO and Child Rights Awareness Session. On 23rd October 2024, an essential session on protection of children from sexual offences Act and child right, focusing on legal framework and roles of educators and institutions in the child safety, was held at CVV. Faculty Induction Program, Academic Year 2024-25. An induction program for new faculty at the Lalita Pratishthanam facility in Onakkoor on 15th August 2024 was held. It was meant to promote bonding between them and building relationship between faculty and students. The program provided a broader view of CVV and its visions. Another milestone is Kerala State Road Transport Corporation started their bus service from Vaitila to LP Onakkoor facility as part of our public involvement in bringing the education institution to society. This is a very brief report. The rest of the report will be read out by my colleague, Professor Sunitaji. Over to Sunitaji.
Hari Om. I know you're waiting for the cultural program, right? Yes. So I will make sure that I won't keep my report too long, but still I have to acknowledge some of the wonderful things that happened this past year, okay? So the two large events that happened last year, do you remember? We were part of a major event which is part of a bigger family of Chinmaya Mission. Does anybody remember? Chinmaya Shankaram. Wonderful, Kartika. You know it because you were part of it. So we were part of a major festival, program of Chinmaya Shankaram. The second one, which was a major thing that happened last year, it was the inauguration of CVV, right? This place just below was transformed into the campus and how you saw that. So those were two major ones. Now let's talk about from the student standpoint, sports area. What were the various sports things that we did? We had a women's team which won the bronze at the drop ball championship. We had a silver medal for CVV for the all junior state drop ball. We had the Kerala State Shalaka competition where students participated. And then we had our students excel at the Chinmaya Premier League cricket tournament. How can we forget that? Right? So let's give a big hand to all the sports. I'm sure there were a lot more and I'm missing a few of them. But consider that you all are great winners and you participated in some wonderful places. Now let's talk about some more community outreach. We saw wonderful pictures of all the NSS activities led by a very, very dynamic Dr. Bindu, right? Yeah? You all remember so many of those activities which we participated in. I don't have to go through all of them, but I'll mention a few. Starting with, there was a voter enrollment, then there was an awareness session on the menstrual hygiene, which of course, Ashokanji also made a mention of this aspect of it. The Yuva Manthan, the Model United Nations, the blood donation camp, the visit to the government school, and I'm sure, Binduji, I'm missing a few more, right? There were, I think I covered the major ones, but I wanted to give an highlight of these things. Now, along with this, there were some community outreach activities. Our B.Ed students went for the Buds Rehabilitation Center, the Munch. Good job. Very good job, kids. Manchadi, the children's camp by CVV and SIF. Then we, of course, we had one other major event that happened a little before the year, which was, I don't know if this was covered in the previous year, but this was the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam C20 Kochi conference. That was also one major highlight. Now, coming to a few others from our Kala Yoga, we had the Padarpanam concert presentation, and of course, another major highlight, which is our Chinmaya Nadabindu festival. I don't know how many of you have gone for this, but you should take the time to go to this wonderful festival, which is held in our other location in Pune, so which is coming up in February. You can think about it. And in the IKS side, we had the National Youth Conference. You saw the pictures. We had Raj Vedam, who came us and gave a wonderful lecture. And if you have not heard of Raj Vedam, please see many of his YouTube lectures. This all is important because it's part of our IKS. And then we had one more initiative that we started last year, which was a Heritage Horizons camp. This is an international camp on IKS for students living abroad. So this, in short, are the other major events that took place. And this year, we are off at a good start with doing a lot more. In fact, today is the day when we are going to start with a lot of the clubs, the club fairs. So you can imagine how the energy is going to come back into this campus. And of course, Madanji has given you a lot more to think about in terms of entrepreneurship. I think there is going to be much more activities this year, so we look forward to giving you a much more comprehensive report next year. Hari Om.
Thank you, Professor Ashokan and Professor Granthi, for the comprehensive overview. I now invite Dr. Abha Mohan, Assistant Dean, Student Relations, to announce the names of the student achievers. Dr. Abha Mohan.
Thank you, Mohni ji. Hari Om to all. We are proud to recognize and honor the outstanding academic achievements of our students who have earned a place in the Dean's merit list. They have attained this by securing highest CGPA in their respective programs for the academic year 23-24. I will read out the names. From BA B.Ed English, Shri Tirth KK. I invite Honorable Vice Chancellor Ajay Kapoor ji to hand over the certificate. BSc B.Ed Mathematics, Anita Biju. BCom Honours, Meera M. Nair. BBA Honours, Nivedita PK. BA Sanskrit, B. Sneha Gomati. BSc Honours, Applied Psychology, Karthika Pudwal. BA B.Ed English, Setu Parvati. BCom Honours, Archana M. BA Sanskrit, Gayatri G. BSc Honours, Applied Psychology, Meenakshi M. BTech CSE AIML, Ramana ND. BTech CSE, Gumala Shashirega. BA B.Ed English, Shreya Baiju. BSc B.Ed Mathematics, Lakshmi Prabha S. MSc Applied Psychology, Parvati Menon. MSc Clinical Psychology, Advaita Shivakumar P. Nair. Thank you, Ajay and Ashokanji. So in addition, we have student achievers in the programs offered at Pune campus. They have joined us via online. I will just read out their names. Nishant Srinivas Divate, MA Bansuri, Sai Chand, MA Tabla, and MA Hindustani Vocal, we have Satyam Sinha. Congratulations to all. We would also like to recognize the students who excelled in extracurricular activities during the year 2024. We have a very long list of achievers, but today we will proudly spotlight a few who have achieved national level honors and earned first prize in state level. I invite Pujya Swamiji Sharadanandaji to present the certificates and bless them. Please, Swamiji. We have Alok Kumar from MA Sanskrit. There are many national and state level appreciations to his credit. To name a few, first prize in Sahitya Bhashanam, first prize in Samasyapurti at All India Sanskrit Student Talent Festival. B. Sneha Gomati from BA Sanskrit. She has been accredited as the Doordarshan Graded Artist in Veena. Shabaz Shah SS from BBA. Silver medal in national level iStock competition held at Kashmir. Uday Bhanu Aloti, MA Sanskrit. First prize in Vedanta in the Vakyartha Sadas state level. Amrit Kumar from BA Sanskrit. State level first prize in Nyaya. Gayatri G from BA Sanskrit. First prize in one act play in intercollegiate competition. Thank you so much, Swamiji. So now I invite Chief Guest Shri Madan Padaki Ji to present the certificates. Next we have Gautam Gopan from BCom Honours. He won first prize in Vocal Vibes in intercollegiate competition. Abdul Samad from BTech, gold medal in the state level Wushu competition. Next we have Kesia Binu from MBA. She represents the whole team who won prize in the intercollegiate entrepreneurship competition. The other members were Vikne Dev, Vishal and Aditya Nair. Last we have the CVV women's cricket team actually won the state level Chinmaya Premier League cricket tournament in senior category. I call upon Anakha Suresh, the captain of the team, to collect the certificates. Thank you all and hearty congratulations to everyone.
Thank you very much, Abhaji. These young minds have worked tirelessly and today we celebrate their hard work and dedication. The Chinmaya Mission Pledge signifies our collective commitment to progress, excellence, and the values that bind us as a university. Let us all stand together and join Shri Bhaveshji in taking the pledge.
Hari Om.
All the students may stand up.
And in addition, I request all of you to keep your right palms on your left chest. And let us all rededicate ourselves to the vision of Pujya Gurudev and the world at large. Please recite after me. We stand as one family, bound to each other with love and respect. We serve as an army, courageous and disciplined, ever ready to fight against all low tendencies and false values, within and without us. We live honestly the noble life of sacrifice and service, producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. We seek the Lord's grace to keep us on the path of virtue, courage, and wisdom. May Thy grace and blessings flow through us to the world around us. We believe that the service of our country is a service of Lord of Lords, and devotion to the people is a devotion to the Supreme Self. We know our responsibilities. Give us the ability and courage to fulfill them. Om Tat Sat. Thank you.
As we near the conclusion of today's program, I now invite Professor Sunita Granthi ji, Dean of Lifelong Learning and Business, to deliver the vote of thanks. Professor Sunita Granthi ji.
So before I start my vote of thanks, I have one apology, and that is to the CIST group. So this last year, we actually also did something unique, and that is we started the 2C, the Institute Innovation Council. And as part of this, there were a number of events that took place. We had the idea pitch, we had the hackathons, we had the National Science Day, we had the leadership lounge. So there were a lot of activities. This was on the paper that got left out, so I just want to apologize and acknowledge. And also we had started the IBIC, which is the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Institute, through which there was a lot of talk today on how we are going forward with many such entrepreneurial ideas. So it's my privilege and honor to now acknowledge that this event, not just the event, but the whole university itself, would not have happened without the contribution of the big Chinmaya family. For this, I want to first start with really our gratitude, which is on behalf of all of us, to our Honorable Chancellor, Pujya Swami Swarupanandji, for really inspiring us with his words and continuously working with us in so many different ways, bringing us closer to the vision of CVV and showering his blessings on us. Our gratitude is also to Pujya Swami Tejomayananji for blessing us continuously for everything. Our gratitude also is to our Pro-Chancellor Girvani Amma for guiding us all the way through. And of course, our Honorable Vice-Chancellor who has taken the time, all the time to help, support and lead the vision of CVV for all of us. Today, we were really inspired to hear about education and how education can transform our life. Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktaye, through our Pujya Swami Shardananji's words, and we are very grateful that he has taken the time, in spite of his extremely busy schedule as Acharya of the Vedanta Sadhak course, to come and be with us and bless us. Thank you, Swamiji. Our gratitude are also to our chief guest, Madan Padaki ji, who you can see today. I thought that we are going to be inspired in his entrepreneurial way in which he's going to lead us. But I think he has a lot more to contribute to our vision of CVV in encouraging, motivating, and doing so much through all the 9 C's that he mentioned. So, Madanji, we are looking, this is just the first of many visits. We look forward to your guidance and helping us in achieving our dreams for CVV. I thank Professor Ashokanji on behalf of all our colleagues for continuously working hard night and day. At any point in time, you see that he is there to lead the way as Registrar and the Dean of Academics. Thank you, Ashokanji. We will really thank you for this. And now, I would like to take the time and effort to thank our bigger Chinmaya Mission family, starting with our CEO Manisha ji and the members of CCMT for helping us in every possible way. And of course, our members of our CVV Trust, starting with the ever dynamic managing trustee, Dr. Apparao, who would have been here, but for his family circumstance has to be there, but is continuously supporting us, and even when he's there, his heart and mind is how we can build a great CVV. So thank you, Apparao ji. I also would like to thank all the other trust members for really their constant support to our university. I am also very grateful, on behalf of CVV, we are also grateful to the large donor base. As Professor Ajayji said, we have 39,000 and growing who've been supporting us for the growth of the university. And our gratitude is also to the Board of Management, Academic Council, Finance Committee, other committees for guiding and making it an event. I also offer the profound thanks to Chinmaya International Foundation and Pujya Swami Advayananji and all the members of Chinmaya International Foundation, Professor Gauri ji, Brahmachari Ved ji, all of them to help us with this vision of CVV. We also want to thank the heads of our academic departments, our non-academic department staff, and our special thanks is actually to our media and the IT. Please give a big hand who are tirelessly supporting in so many ways in really making this event so memorable for us. I want to thank Dr. Mohini ji for being a wonderful MC here. And most important, I want to thank Dr. Abha Mohan. Please give a big hand to Abha Mohan, who from the beginning has been there to really put this event all the way through from the beginning. And of course, this event, inspiration, the theme, everything is none other than our own N.M. Sundarji, Please give a big hand to NM Sundarji for supporting this event. And before, of course, we forget everything, there is going to be a very, very special lunch for which I want to first thank our Ananta Narayanan ji, who is, of course, I know you think that I'm going to thank him for food, but it is way beyond that. Anything and everything that is happening in terms of infrastructure here, our Ananta ji is responsible, and under his direction, we have our Sandeep ji and his team who is providing great food for us. And of course, I want to thank Nirmal ji, who is helping us keep this environment safe with his own team. I mean, there are so many people to thank here. Our Assistant Registrar Shrikant Menon, our Arun Krishnadas, and of course, our legal team, our librarian. The list just goes on and on and on. But we are a big family and we work together. We stand as one family supporting each other. So with that, I thank each one of you and we look forward to yet another great 2025. Thank you and Hari Om.
Thank you very much, Professor Granthi, for your heartfelt words. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a treat as our talented CVV students showcase their creativity through the vibrant cultural program. I invite the dignitaries to please take their seats in the audience and enjoy the dance performance of our talented students. This dance performance celebrates the diverse culture of India. It portrays some of the dance forms from different states of India, such as Moini Attam from Kerala, Bharatanatyam from Tamil Nadu, Kathak from Uttar Pradesh, Rajwadi Ghumar from Rajasthan, and Lavani from Maharashtra. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a galaxy of trained dancers and also untrained yet passionate dancers here in the various schools in CVV. The performers who are going to dance now on stage are as follows. For Kathak, Swati Sudhir, Abhirami K, Devu S, Vishnuja Venugopal, Hari Mahima M. For Bharatanatyam, the dancers are Gayatri G and Niranjana Uday. For performing Mohiniyattam, we have Malavika Vinod, Shivada T.S., Purna Shri Pradeep, Revati Rajiv. For the Rajasthani Rajwadi Ghumar dance, we have Jayalakshmi A. Nair, Lakshmi Krishna A.H., Archana P. Nair, Samana Shahul, Niraja A., Rohana K. Ajesh. And last but not the least, for Lavani we have Gopika V.K., Akshara M.K., Jyotika Shilu, and Nandana Shankar. Ladies and gentlemen, these dancers come from all schools of CVV, and most of them are undergraduate students, but there are so many postgraduate students also. There are some great choreographers that you can see the creativity of their choreography here in the performance to come. So I now welcome our dancers from CVV. Please sit back and enjoy the performance.
ಧರಿಸಿದ ಪರಮ ವೈಷ್ಣವನುನಿ ಕರುಣಗಮನ ನಮ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಪ್ರಿಯನು ನೀ.
Thanks to all the students for such a mesmerizing, electrifying, and captivating performance. Have a wonderful day ahead, and before we leave, we all will rise for the national anthem. I request all the students to please remain seated after the national anthem before please leave until all the dignitaries leave. So please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन